Okay, so we're back in the universe of World War III, and late last week I was able to attend a closed-door session where a select group of content creators were invited to finally take a look at their proposed microtransaction mechanics. And you know that I've been covering this game for a while now on the channel, and each time I post content for it, you guys seem to eat it up, which says to me the interest is there. You like what you see, and you want to know more. And so, during this presentation, we got to talk to the reps from the Farm 51 and My.Games, and they kind of laid out their vision for this game moving forwards, and they dropped some serious 411 for many of the lingering questions we've all have had. And, you know, there's some meaty details here which I look forward to sharing with you. My name is LtBuzzLitebeer, and if you like what you see, maybe consider hitting that big, beautiful subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell to receive all my future upload alerts. Right out of the blocks, and on top of those MTX questions, which I'm going to discuss in a moment, the team kind of started off with details about their plans for moving to open beta. And yeah, we've been in closed beta for a while now, and the only way you could get in is by paying a small purchase price for early access. But from the sound of it, the hints they were dropping during the presentation, the fact that they're ramping up another Twitch drop barrage, and some whispers I've heard around the gaming community, I am expecting World War III to move to open beta by early summer. Now, as they prep for this shift from closed to open beta, they highlighted the fact that the team has been working on improvements to server capacity and stability, new and improved localization, and the upcoming progression reset, because you will not be able to carry over your ranks and unlocks across the betas. Also included in the open beta will be their introduction of the in-game shop and its multiple currencies. More on this in a second. They've also added in master achievements for weapons and strikes, and the fact that they will be adding in or re-adding in the Smolensk map back into the game for the TAC Ops mode only. And according to the devs, they've reworked Smolensk. Now, I was fortunate enough to play Smolensk prior to it being removed from the map rotation, and personally, yeah, it was my favorite of all the maps. The wooded landscape, terrain changes, and building complexes were all unique and in stark contrast to the 4 maps that are currently in the game. Now, also coming are some gameplay changes, including various updates for weapons and strikes, more audio improvements for weapon gunshots and battle awareness audio, which, yeah, I fully support. The past audio update was healthy to the game, but as I've said before, it still needed a lot of refinement. Also expect various improved animations, including brand new vehicle drop animations, changes to squad color widgets, as well as changes to weapon mastery to ensure that important attachments are unlocked sooner. So far, so good, and I like the fact that they are still working on the areas that needed fine-tuning. Okay, let's now talk about that in-game store, because, you know, when a game shifts to a free-to-play model, every gamer's antenna goes up. We all know what can happen, and we're all kind of expecting the worst. And here is where the presenters were pretty adamant about the fact that when they go free-to-play, there will be no pay-to-win elements. But I do have a small caveat to that initial statement that came in after their first presentation. Moving on, and the studio wanted to be clear that the in-game store is focused on personalization and customization, where a player cannot buy power or in-game advantages. Now, there's also going to be some sort of a seasonal pass system, which we didn't get details for, and at a point that they touched on, which I really appreciate, is the fact that the studio wants to be clear about what players get for their money. What are they getting for those MTXs? So, no scummy Electronic Arts Wilson loot crates or surprise mechanics for sale in this cash store. Double thumbs up from me. I always appreciate it when the store shows you exactly what you were getting. You can preview it prior to purchasing, and therefore there's no letdown, confusion, or feelings of betrayal when the goods don't meet your expectations. The presenters also made another reference to this World War III Veterans Pack, which is available to any gamer that originally purchased WW3 kind of back in the day when it first launched. And if you didn't refund out, you kept the game in your game library, kind of hoping it was going to get better, you need to reinstall it. Link your Steam account to the website and you'll get the Veterans Bundle, which includes quite a lot, like the Season 1 Battle Pass, exclusive gear, and some blueprints. And this is kind of meant to make it up to those players that originally purchased the game for real money before it's now going free to play. Now, there's also going to be a revenue sharing program for content creators, and I just want to let you know about this, whereby if you download the game for free and then purchase a bundle or cosmetics pack, a portion of those proceeds go to the creator that referred you via their personalized link. Now, full disclosure, I am not currently in this program, and I haven't made up my mind if I will join. I support the game because I like it. I like the direction it's going, and I want to see it do well, and I enjoy producing and uploading content for it. I guess I'm going to need to think this one over and decide my best course of action, maybe more than this in the future. So let's finish up this video and go back to the InGame Store, which we had originally talked about, and I want to expand on this a bit further because there are two areas of contention about the store that may cause some grumblings. In order to purchase items, you will have the use of two different currencies. First off, you've got UNC, which is their version of premium currency, i.e. real world money turned into e-currency, and all items in the store can be purchased using this. Now, they've also got a second type, service points, which are earned from playing, and these can be spent on select items. Okay, so here's where we talk about those two areas that I mentioned. The first is that World War III will be adopting the Blueprint program, much like you see in Modern Warfare. Each weapon can be unlocked organically by playing the game, but the presenter's example was something like, you want the M16, you're at rank 5 and the M16 is level 10. You can purchase the M16 Blueprint and use that preset weapon until you reach level 10 and unlock the weapon for yourself. Blueprints cannot be modified, and you are locked into using the weapon the way it comes in that blueprint. So if it has an optic you don't like, you're stuck with it until you unlock the weapon and begin unlocking the attachments for yourself. I'm kind of impartial to this being in the game. I personally like to see all players be locked into unlocking weapons and attachments free of the blueprint system, but you know what? It's not my call. Now, this second point about their in-game store that was confusing from their initial presentation, and it was so much so that they had to come in after the fact, clarify it shortly after the meeting, was the topic of XP boosters. And I admit, I was also of a different mindset after their initial presentation, especially after they even discussed their contract with My.Games and certain legalities of not creating a game with pay-to-win elements. Anyways, here's where the changes get technical. Can you buy XP boosters individually in the store? And that answer is an emphatic no. But they will be included in limited capacities as part of packs, blueprint bundles, or the seasonal battle pass. And also included in this amendment to our presentation was again their reference to their statement that there are no premium account statuses. Now, one fact I purposely left out until now is that a change coming to the game once it goes to open beta is the fact that the progression speed has been increased by a whopping 50%. Now, I know that XP boosters have been around for years. Battlefield, which I love playing, has been throwing them into the game since, I don't know, what was it, Battlefield 4? But I'm personally opposed to this system. I'd love for the Farm 51 to amend this mechanic, just remove it and change their stance on this controversial facet to modern online gaming. Fingers crossed on this one. So again, there are going to be blueprints for sale that are not customizable, and there will be XP boosters included as part of packs, but not for sale individually in the game. Hopefully this solidifies your views on the game and maybe answers and clarifies any questions you had about World War III and their shift over to open beta and free to play. Again, I expect the open beta very soon, and hopefully, fingers crossed again, they will then shift over to getting this game ported to console. Now, if you have any questions about any of the information I've laid out in this video, leave me a comment and I will do my best to respond. Remember to smash that big, beautiful subscribe button and ring the bell to stay up to date on all things World War III. You can find and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and over on my community Discord server. Links to all my socials in the video description below. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.